Welcome everyone to my review of IDW Sonic issue 81, which officially begins the road to issue 100. The way it's being done, according to writer-artist Evan Stanley, is that there will be a series of 3 to 4 issue arcs that build off of one another, but could also stand on their own. And the stage is set is the first one. Before I continue, I will place my spoiler warnings here because this arc builds upon a previously established plot thread, namely the missing Chaos Emeralds. To recap what's happened so far, Sonic and Tails stumbled upon the yellow Chaos Emerald while prepping for the clean sweepstakes. They took it back to Tails' house for safekeeping. However, when Sonic and Tails returned from the chaotic events of the sweepstakes, they discovered that someone broke in and stole the emerald. One of their goals during the aftermath was to find the emerald, and when Sonic came across Rouge the Bat in the previous issue, he accused her of stealing it. Fair point considering Rouge did steal an emerald from the Mineral Museum previously. In this case though, Rouge is innocent. In fact, Rouge informed Sonic that the emerald she stole from the museum was stolen from her. Whoever's responsible has something planned because, as revealed at the end of that issue, they have successfully gathered 6 of the emeralds. And this story will focus on the 7th and final one. Sonic and Tails are in the city of Sequin, where the Grand Carnival is happening. One of the biggest draws of this year's carnival is that for one night only, attendees with an invitation can gaze upon the Purple Chaos Emerald. Our 2 heroes are among those with invitations, though they were not easy to get according to Tails. But they're here for a more nobler cause. What the general public doesn't know is that the other 6 emeralds were stolen, leaving Old Purple right there. And Sonic and Tails plan on catching this mysterious emerald thief when they come for it. But they are not the only ones here for the Purple Emerald. Shadow and Rouge decided to join the party too. Rouge is still miffed about the thief stealing the emerald she stole, and hopes to teach them a lesson on how it's done. If she can't, she'll happily take the Purple Emerald as a substitute. Shadow just wants the emerald safe for the sake of the world. He has a point. A Chaos Emerald in the wrong hands can potentially be bad for the planet. And if it comes to it, he'll take the emerald himself. The Master of Ceremonies announces the night's big entertainment event, a performance by a flying trapeze group known as the Celestial Troupe. To emphasize the celestial part, a member of the group covers the emerald with a spear, causing a lighting effect in the room that appears, well, celestial-like. Admittedly, it's pretty neat. Rouge says it best. It is a nice distraction. Indeed, as everyone pays attention to the Celestial Troupe, smoke suddenly envelops the room. Emerging from the smoke is someone who's after the emerald. This is Lunar, Master Thief. According to Evan Stanley, Lunar has no gender. Yes, it's a real thing, and Lunar prefers the pronoun Lunar. So I will refer to Lunar as Lunar, or Jester, or Emerald Thief. Okay? Lunar heads off with the emerald, and Shadow and Rouge make the first move. They did clear a path for Sonic and Tails to quickly follow, and overtake the two. Tails' throw allows Sonic to catch up to Lunar. Sonic demands the emerald, but it appears Lunar doesn't have it. Shadow, interrupts the interrogation. Sonic says Tails has a plan, and the 4 of them should work together. Shadow says no in his typical Shadow way. Lunar takes the chance to fly off, and the 2 duos give chase. Rouge uses flash bombs to blind Sonic and Tails, to the point that Tails loses his grip on Sonic. Fortunately, he lands on a Da Vinci-style helicopter and uses it to play a little catch-up. Sonic and Tails know their rivals, Shadow especially, can be a danger to the public, so each will deal with their respective skill type. Sonic baits Shadow into following him, even with Shadow and Rouge knowing it's bait. The former still falls for it. All it takes is saying the right thing. Tails catches up to Rouge, and she throws more bombs at him. This time, Tails uses a sheet to catch and then throw them right back at her. The end result? She falls into a food cart. Sonic finds Lunar and wants to know if the Jester took the other 6 emeralds. Shadow arrives and is ready to take the emerald by force. Sonic gets in the way while Lunar escapes, and the two go at it yet again. although this time Sonic barely puts up a fight and was knocked down easily. But in reality, Sonic made Shadow look bad in front of the people, and Shadow realizes this. He leaves with what little dignity he has left, with Rouge right behind him. Sonic and Tails meet back up and reveal that their plan to capture the Emerald Thief is working. When Sonic tackled Lunar earlier, he planted a tracking device on the Jester's outfit. They track the signal to an abandoned building, and not long after, they spot Lunar with the emerald. Sonic catches the Jester off guard, and Lunar actually offers them the Chaos Emerald. Lunar claims to not know how it got in Lunar's hands, and will be in big trouble for this act. This seems all too easy, which usually means trap. Sonic and Tails believe this as well, but Sonic takes the chance by reaching out for the emerald. Trap or not, the emerald is still in the city, and there is one more party that wants it: Eggman. The issue ends with him planning to crash the party with an army of badniks. Oh hey, look Eggman! The moon's out! Complete with your handiwork courtesy of the space colony Ark. Good times! It's pretty obvious about the inspiration for Lunar. The Sega character, Knights. Both have a Jester thing going on, they have no gender, they can fly/glide in the air, and then there's the names. When does lunar activity usually take place? At night. Lunar's species is a sugar glider, a nocturnal gliding mammal native to Australia. You know what other mammal is native to Australia? The echidna. And there's your animal trivia for the day, folks. For the moment, we don't know Lunar's goal. Is the Jester the one responsible for stealing the other emeralds? Is Lunar hired help? Or somehow behind the bigger scheme going on? What I do believe is going on is that Lunar is not working alone. Spoilers for issue 82 solicitations. The entire Celestial Troop is involved here. They're Lunar's family for one, they're all sugar gliders, and look pretty identical except for the one rocking the stash. And chances are, like Lunar, they have Celestial related names as well. They did distract the audience long enough for Lunar to make a move, and I bet that was Lunar placing the sphere over the emerald before changing outfits to steal it. Speaking of outfits, something tells me Lunar found Tails' tracking device and set up this ambush with the family, either by placing the outfit and or device on an identical family member who knew nothing, or Lunar's pretending to be innocent. The former's more likely, considering Lunar the Thief knew what the emerald is and has seen Sonic up close. Not to mention, Lunar is also very acrobatic. While the Lunar Sonic and Tails met at the end, was shocked and surprised about them and the emerald, completely lacking the confidence the other Lunar had earlier. Plus, this Lunar was kind of a klutz. Then again, Lunar could be a convincing actor. Or it's the identical relative that was in on it all along because the family's about to get involved. We'll have to wait and see on that. The big chase between Lunar and the two rival groups give me game vibes. It's like a mixture of Sonic Rivals, in which one group is facing another while trying to race towards a goal, and Sonic Heroes, where a flying and speed type is involved. Sonic and Tails managed to beat their rivals by using their heads. And props to Shadow for not escalating the situation further in public. Shame he did not join in on the festivities during the Emerald stakeout. Even Sonic was wearing a mask, despite him wearing it whisper style. Fun fact, artist Minho Kim stated Sonic's owl mask was inspired by the carvings in Labyrinth Zone. Speaking of Easter eggs, hi Barry, got another food service job I see. The featured emerald is the purple one, and the last time we saw it in the IDW comics was Winter Jam, where it was the grand prize in Orbine Cubot's reality show. Spoilers, it ended with the hero successfully acquiring it. This has me wondering, does Winter Jam take place before or after this arc? If after, how did the emerald wind up in Sequin? If before, perhaps that's why Eggman's present in the arc. The purple one was in his possession before Winter Jam, and this story arc could reveal how he got it in the first place. Or maybe not. Man, it's the Phantom Rider Spring Broken dilemma all over again. A good way of solving all this is the staff needs to update the series timeline to accommodate the newer specials, miniseries, and one-shots, especially since the main series is approaching the triple-digit range. Some final thoughts. Love the little world building going on with the city of Sequin and its culture. Whenever we visit a new location, it makes me wonder how the Eggman War and the Mel virus affected this place. Yasmin's colors really add to the atmosphere, though they do make Rouge's outfit look more leathery than usual. Was the unitard always leather, or is it spandex? I know artist interpretations and 3D textures are different depending on the media, but I just gotta know for curiosity's sake. Anyway, next time the Celestial Troop gets involved in the Chaos Emerald plot, if they aren't already, Shadow and Rouge continue the hunt, and Eggman will soon arrive to complicate things further. See you in issue 82. Take care. As Sonic's waving his finger foods in front of Shadow, the latter's probably thinking, "Why did I halt destroying Clean Sweep Inc. facilities for this?"